We've all seen pictures like this in the last several years. We're living in the midst of one of the worst refugee crises in human history. Millions of people are fleeing war-torn countries to find refuge anywhere around the world, and some of them are winding up in America and even in our communities here in central Maine. So the question is, how do we respond? For millions of Americans, the response has been very clear. Build a wall, send them home, ban Muslims, we don't want you here. And the leader of this anti-immigrant movement, of course, won an election to the presidency a year ago. And some of us down in Augusta realized we had to do something. We had to stand up for a different vision of America. We knew we had to come together across the lines of race, religion, class, language, culture. We had to stand shoulder to shoulder together for a different America, for a different vision. One that welcomes immigrants, that believes we all have something to give and contribute to our country. We call this vision CAMP, the Capital Area New Mainers Project. And the very month that we started CAMP a year ago, our new president issued his travel ban. He wanted to ban Muslim refugees from our country. And the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK, dropped threatening letters on immigrant doorsteps throughout Augusta. And CAMP was ready. We rallied the opposition. We held a press conference to show these young girls and the other refugees and immigrants in our community that we had their back. We had state senators and representatives and mayors out there showing that we will stand for a different America, and this will not happen here. But rallies are important, but they're not enough. They don't build a community, and we knew we had to foster connections based on shared experiences. We wanted to bring people together, new Mainers and old Mainers, to share our cultures. One of the first things we did was this event here celebrating Nowruz, the Persian celebration of spring, the first day of spring. We had food and music and dancing. My daughter Robin had a pot on her head by the end of the night, dancing around in twirls. We wanted to bring people together to share religious traditions. This is my wife, a rabbi down in Augusta, showing some immigrants the Jewish holy book, the Torah, showing them how to read the Torah. And we shared many different faith traditions, Jews, Muslims, Unitarians, everybody together. We also shared strange American customs, like Halloween. This is the Monazero family, many of whom are here today. I've seen here today. He live here in Waterville, right? To share what it is to be American. And of course, we shared Maine. It's the home that we love. We share this home together. We've been hiking. We've been picking blueberries and strawberries and going to the lake and going to the beach and enjoying this wonderful place that we call home here together. But we know, of course, that it's not all fun and games, and refugees come here with many, many needs. So we've set up family mentor teams. These are teams of 4 or 5 American families that work with new arrivals to help them adjust to life and thrive here. We've had clothes giveaways and furniture and boots. We know that learning English is a really important priority for the immigrants. It's such a barrier if you don't know the language. And so we've set up an online driving system to get people to English class. We've set up programs like this one here called Women's Talk and Tea, where people can practice English in a safe and comfortable environment. We also know that housing is a huge problem for these families. Many of these families come with large families, with multi-generations living under one roof, and they wind up in these dilapidated apartments run by slumlords. And so we created what we call the Better Housing Programs to help them find good, comfortable homes like this one in Augusta. And for the new Mainers that we work with, kids are the top priority, and they want their kids to be able to enjoy the opportunities that any American kids enjoy. So Camp started our Send Camp Kids to Camp program. We raised thousands of dollars and negotiated scholarships to send them to summer camp and soccer practice and dance and swimming so that they could enjoy what all American kids enjoy. But this isn't just about good white people helping these poor immigrants, right? Camp is about integration. It's about a two-way street. We know that these immigrants have so much to contribute and to teach us. These 2 young high school students here are teaching the community about Arabic and how to write Arabic. We've helped Margie Burns-Knight with her learning English through cooking class, where aspiring chefs learn English while creating this magnificent Middle Eastern cuisine that they then share with the community. They're going to be at Temple Beth El in Augusta in 2 weeks, showing off their skills. And we offer opportunities for them to share their stories, to teach us about themselves. This young woman, Fatima, was part of a concert that we held back in October, and she gave one of the most powerful poems I've ever heard about freedom, about loss, about the suffering that her country has gone through. They're teaching us about family and resilience. I am in awe of the families that I work with who have been through unimaginable hardships, and they've stayed together through it all. And yet they remain so loving to each other and so welcoming to strangers. Here in Central Maine, we're a lot more diverse than people think we are. We brought a group of 50 or 60 folks out for camp to the old Hollowell Day Parade back in July. And folks were a little bit nervous about what kind of reception we were going to get. And we walked down that street, and you should have heard the cheers erupting. It was amazing. We are building a community here, a thriving, integrated, multicultural community, one relationship at a time, built on mutual respect and shared experiences. This was our New Year's Eve party just a couple weeks ago down in Augusta. We had more than 100 people come out, including the mayor. We're living through a very dark and cold time in American history. A time when our president appeals to our basest instincts. But all around Central Maine, there are signs of hope. There are signs that yes, spring will come, and we are planting seeds of a community that will blossom. And I invite you to join us.